and thank you for having me back. And thanks to all of you for creating time and energy in your schedule for this lab. I am going to go ahead and drop into the chat the handout that we're going to be using for this lab. This is going to be a highly interactive session just to give you all an opportunity to try out the various different programs. We're going to work with ChatGPT Dolly. We're going to work with Canva Magic. We're going to work with Meta.Imagine. And if we have time and if there's an interest, we may even get into some mid-journey. So go ahead, if you wouldn't mind, and open the doc. And I'm basically going to go over everything that we discussed in the presentation on Tuesday. Seems like so long ago. So much has happened. One of the very important questions that came up on Tuesday that I want to address for everyone is, now that ChatGPT is free, which was a news flash for me, AI changes each and every day. And 2 days ago, OpenAI announced that there is the 4.0 version of ChatGPT is free. What is 4.0? By the way, there's 4.0 and 4.0. O, I found out, stands for omni, like omnipresent, omnipotent, omniactive, all-knowing. It's a little scary, but that's what it is. One of the things that O version has is a more realistic sounding voice. It also, they added some emotion when you're talking to your ChatGPT chatbot. And if you're not, by the way, already using the microphone on ChatGPT, I put a link in this handout that gives you information on how to install the mic on your ChatGPT. It's a great feature. I also installed an article for you on the latest and greatest with ChatGPT, OpenAI. Is ChatGPT Plus still worth it? What I found out was Dolly, correct me if I'm wrong, because I can't see what you free users see with the updated changes, but I just had a coaching session with a small business owner that was using the free version, and it did not include Dolly. So if you have the free version, if you'll just let me know if Dolly is included, or if you have to upgrade to use Dolly, but that could be a consideration for those of you that want to do that. So what we're going to be doing is logo design, social media graphics, blog posts, banner art, merchandise, ebook design, and then there's a link right here to an article about 15 additional ways that you could use AI graphics for you. All of you, especially, I'm going to prioritize the people that are on video because I can see you. We're going to use your businesses as the examples for these. Please note that when it comes to logo design, as I mentioned on Tuesday, there are limitations with the AI graphics with the text. So it's best if we create a logo that does not have any text so that you don't have to go to Canva and edit it, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So by the way, I'm going to have everybody mute yourself so that we can just have a clean recording, but we are going to be unmuting in various times when I call on you to get specific information. Okay. So before we get started fully into it, I also wanted to know, and if you could type it in the chat, what is the number one thing that you want to get out of this training? Because we have a small group of 12, a dazzling dozen, want to make sure that it's customized to you. So if there's one thing that you want to leave here with, write it in the chat so that I will know and we can make sure that we cover that for you. We have plenty of time to customize it to your needs. Laura, Lisa, Rihanna, we have Miss West Memphis back again. So if you can just type in the chat, what is the one thing that you want to leave here with? So I make sure that we get that for you. Is the chat open, by the way? Okay, just want to make sure. Your logo looks good. You can take the text out. Do's and don'ts. Oh, that's a good one, Heather. Do's and don'ts when it comes to AI graphics. I love it. Okay, what else? Everyone want to just put your request so that we can go into it. Okay, so we're gonna start with logo design. And who would like to volunteer? What about either Janie or Javery, since you guys, I think, were here first. Brand strategy, love that. Simplifying the usage of AI, basics, okay. We're definitely gonna get into the basics when we go over the social media. Simplifying the usage of AI. We always like to overcomplicate things, right? So we got to make everything simple and easy for us to use it, according to the book Atomic Habits, right? Brand strategy, yes. So we did talk about brand strategy a lot when we were talking about the content. So we can review that if you would like. Okay, cool. So who would like to volunteer first? Put it, either raise your hand or put in the Q&A and say me. For logo design. Anybody came here with a burning desire? Oh, you sent your logo via email the other day. Oh, awesome. Okay, awesome. Okay, so you sent it to me. And if you can upload it here as well, that would be great, Janie. You just go to the chat and you go to file and go to your computer and upload, just so we can have it quick and easy. So we're going to use Janie first as the example, and we're going to go over. So if you notice in Chat GPT that there are GPTs, I discovered one of the distinctions between the free version and the paid version is you can create, any of you, your own custom GPTs. So say you've create instructions for how to do like an Excel spreadsheet or how to write a specific prompt. You can create a GPT, and then guess what? Based on how many people download and use your GPT, Chat GPT or OpenAI will pay you for that. I don't know how much it is, but and you don't need to know code or anything, but they have different segments: writing, productivity, research, analysis, education. So if you create something, look, astrology birth chart GPT, a song maker GPT, logo. Well, we should go over here with the logo, right? Because we're going to be doing a logo. Let's go over here. 3.3, 400K conversations. Okay. So this guy or whoever this created this thing will get a certain amount of money depending on how many people are using his GPT. He's logogpts.cn. I guess that's Canada. Okay, so we are going to create a logo. Oh, your logo, you sent your logo via email the other day. Your logo is on your PC. I'm on the web via, oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't get it. And I don't want to stop the program to get it. Can you do me a favor and send it to Meredith now? And then Meredith can upload it. In the meantime, just because I don't want to delay the webinar, just because we just have so few time on the webinar. We'll come back to that at the end. I promise we'll come back to that once it's uploaded into the chat. Even if you can just send it on the Google Drive to Meredith, she can access it and then upload to the chat. That would be the easiest thing. So who would like me to create a logo for you? Meredith just put her email in there. So you can send it to her right now. Cool. Okay. Who would like a logo made? Raise your hand. Okay, Lisa. All right. So Lisa, you can unmute yourself. And what we're going to do is and basically this logo company is giving us prompts. So it says, I need a new company logo. Please provide some creative product logo designs. My company's about health and I need a suitable logo. I want a modern logo. So, you know, Lisa, just give us a generic prompt for your logo.
My generic prompt. Okay, my name of the business is Simply Beautiful, and my emblem is a butterfly, and my colors are teal.
Okay, I remember from last time, we want to be careful with text because sometimes the text, most of the time, 99% of the time, even if you spell it right, they can't get it. So what I suggest to you is not having the font on the logo and adding it yourself on Canva. Okay.
Okay, so we want a butterfly in teal that would represent a medical spa.
I remember the beautiful logos we created the other day. Okay, so please create a logo of a butterfly. Is there another color that you use in addition to teal?
It's teal, black, and white.
And what I found with these logo makers from doing one myself is that it wasn't instant. Like we may need to check back at the end of the webinar. Or maybe this one is instant. The logo one that I used that I wasn't happy with, made
Oh,
me,
actually, I said teal. My color is a red butterfly, not teal.
oh, that's okay. We can have it redesigned. Okay, so that was really basic. I think we should use my other logo maker. I like the other one better.
And
But
I like the side butterfly better because you can put words with it easier than that full butterfly look.
okay, very good. So it's very important that we have specific prompts. Can you recreate a logo with the butterfly at a profile side angle with the colors red
Yes.
and incorporate the med spa element into the design? They made it way fast. The other company I used asked me a million questions. So we'll go back to that company as well. And it took a while, like it took a few hours. This one's like instant. So they must have a program code generic that they're using. Nothing wrong with that, but that's why we're getting fast results. It's not, they didn't do it on the side. Maybe they didn't understand. Here's the recreated logo at a profile. It does, look at, they put a little plus, like oh, look, it has a stethoscope.
Yeah.
I actually like the stethoscope. We could ask that in a future prompt to make the center of the butterfly a stethoscope. But I do not like necessarily that logo maker, which is no problem because we can just go to GPTs and type logo, and there's lots of different options. So this one had 400,000. This had 2 million. Think about it. Those of you that are thinking about creating GPTs, even if they paid you 50 cents for download and you had 2 million, oh my God. Like I don't know what the price is of the GPTs. I will research and find that out, but that's pretty darn good. Okay, so let's go to this one that has 2 million plus. And now we have more insight, right? Because we want the butterfly to be a stethoscope. So can you create a logo for a med spa with a butterfly? What is the middle part of the butterfly called? Is that the cocoon part? Is there a word?
I don't remember.
Does anybody know?
Maybe the body.
Oh yeah, with the body. Thank you. I'm like trying to go back to biology class. I'm like, what was the name? Is it cocoon? No. Can you create a logo for a med spa with a butterfly with the body as a stethoscope in the color red, black, and white with the butterfly? I don't know another way to say it that AI will understand. With the butterfly standing at a profile. It didn't understand side angle. See, this one's better because they're asking you questions, okay? So do you want it vibrant, neutral, serious, or skip all 4 questions and generate immediately? I would say vibrant. What do you think?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how detailed do you want the logo to be? Clean and simple, detailed and complex, or what's your preference?
Detailed.
I like that they ask questions. Which color palette do you prefer? Red and black, black and white, red and white?
I think red and black.
Final question. Would you like to generate a single logo design? 9 different, definitely 9 different. Oh, that's awesome, right?
Mhm. Yes.
That's answering for you. Let's proceed with the creation of your logos, generating 9 different designs. Featuring a butterfly with its body as its stethoscope and a red and black color, but with the butterfly standing at a profile angle. We'll see if it can get a profile angle. No, not really. This one's kind of cool. Do you like any of them?
Yeah, it didn't have the side, did it? But yeah, I do like them.
I'm gonna download them. And honestly, you know what I would do, by the way, with these, because these are a good start, is I would take the whatever one you like and then go to Fiverr and get someone pay $25 to create it for you, right? So I mean,
Mhm.
these are okay, but they're not, we'll see. We could take this over to Imagine and see what they come up with. However, the challenge with Imagine is it is, branded. You can remove that brand, but, oh, and by the way, they put it all together, but you could always crop it, so there's 9 different logos, but maybe you could say, I like, is there anyone you like? So that you can just get that one.
Let's see. I like the single tail. Don't like the 2 tails.
Oh, like this one?
Yeah,
This-
that one looks
okay.
good.
Which one?
The first one. The one the cursor's on.
Because that'll be easier to work with. You don't like this one? I like this one. This little guy.
Oh, let me see which one you're pointing to.
Black one. It says,
Which one? The middle one?
yeah, just because I don't know, I like the black thing around it. So it just gave it to me as a link. So let's see, and I'm gonna just upload it. But it still gave me 2 together. I guess it didn't know which one, so it gave me both. You could crop it though. Yeah, but it's kind of cut off on the edge. Okay, let's go over to Meta. By the way, when you go to meta.ai, the new conversation, as I mentioned on Tuesday, is their version of ChatGPT. It's free. So you want to select Imagine. And then we could say, create a logo for a med spa in the color palette black and red with the body. Oh, I just create a logo for a med spa with a butterfly with the body as a stethoscope. What did I say for a med spa? They're putting with no text. Let's see if they listen to me. No, they still put text. Should I say no words? No words. Or maybe they were already making it. This one. Ooh, what do you guys think? No, you don't like it?
No, it's a little too masculine.
Yeah, right? That's what
Mhm.
I agree with you. And the problem is they have this imagined with, with AI imagined, which you could definitely remove. Okay, so let's revise it. Can you revise the logos with no wording and more feminine? Is that a good way of saying it? Is that a good way of saying it?
I think so.
Okay. That seemed too fast to be good.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. That's different,
And
isn't it?
that's really easy. Do you want me to do you want me to show you how to remove things with Canva? Do you guys
Yeah.
already know how to do that? Yes, do you want me to show you that?
Yes.
Okay. So let's just say I kind of like that. I mean, it's definitely, I think, better looking than the other one, than Dolly. What did you
Mhm.
think? You thought the
Yeah,
same?
it's definitely better.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna go for like a blank Facebook post. The reason I go Facebook post, because I want something that's square. I don't want it that it's vertical. I could have said logo too, like a blank. Oh, look, there's your butterflies from before. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so once you upload it, then I'm just gonna talk out the steps just for those of you that would like a review. Then we just drag it over. And then once we drag it over with the 3 lines, you could set the image as a background, okay? Then what we do next is we highlight it by selecting it, and then we click Edit Image. And then once we're at Edit Image, we use Magic Eraser. And you can adjust the brush size to any way you want it. And then this is where we can erase. And then we click Erase. Do you want me to erase the logo at the bottom too?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we go like this. And then you could, with text, add and there's all these different fonts. Obviously, if this was your Canva, you would have your fonts in your brand. Like these are my fonts that I use. And you can be creative to use that. So then when you're done, remember we were talking about vector, non-vector, etc. You can go here, select SVG, best for web design and animations, best for sharing, best for complex images, PNG is what's suggested. So which one do you want?
I'm not sure. Probably the PNG.
That's what they're suggesting. Okay, so, but the graphic designer person was saying vector. Butterfly. Anybody here a graphic designer? Logo. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna just upload it. And I labeled it meta, so you know where it came from. So something to work with, right? So I actually personally would not use Canva to create a logo, although it might be a possibility. If you go to Canva and you go to logo templates, this might be a good place to work with the current logo that you have, right? So say you like one of these designs, right? You could, just like say you like this text, you could, that file that we just did, let me just bring it back up. So you could just replace that with this. And then what you could do is, so look, if I highlight this, you could remove the gray if you didn't like the gray. You just click BG remover. Oh, can you see what I'm doing? Oh, you guys can't see me?
No,
Okay, okay,
no.
okay. Sorry. Please tell me if you can't see me. So I'm in Canva and then I'm clicking on this, like say you don't want the gray and you think it would look better in white. You just select this and you click BG remover and it'll remove the background. And then you could make this in black. And then what is your spa name again?
Simply Beautiful.
I think I would know that by now. Okay, and then let's see. And you could change this color. And it's like in the size of the logo. What color is that? Can you guys see what color that is? I think that's purple. If you wanted it to be gray, or I don't know what color you would want that to be. The beautiful.
We'll go with the teal beautiful, see what that looks like. Yeah, that stands out.
So this is how this looks. Ta-da!
I like that. Looks good.
What do you guys think? So that, I mean, that didn't take that long of time, you know? I think if any of this graphic design takes you too long, think about what your time is worth per hour. It may be worth delegating. So I don't want you to spend too much time on these things, but if you can, you know, it's just maybe a little learning curve, but once you get it. So I'm gonna, again, give you this one as well. But it's just to give you an idea of what can be done. You know what I mean? I did not find Dolly great, even though there's logo creators on there. I definitely think that Imagine. The only thing is, if you take off the watermark from Imagine, you know, is that okay? Like, are they going to come back and say, oh, that's ours? Or, you know what I mean? You just want to be careful you read what it's so beautiful. Lisa, what do you think? You like it?
I really like it. It looks nice. I would have never thought to come up with something like that. I
Right.
like the stethoscope.
Okay, wait. I like the way that, because the font, so we learned something new together. So what I did was, instead of you figuring out the text in Canva, go to a logo template and pick the text that best resonates with your integrity of your brand, right? So maybe if you wanted a feminine energy font, that you use that, right? Does that make
Yeah, that
sense?
switched it up when you said cinnamon, that it was too masculine. That did switch it up quite a bit.
So can you guys see it in the chat? I uploaded it for everyone in the chat. Can you see it? So, ta-da! Okay. All right. So somebody has a hand up. Or is that Lisa?
Oh, that may be me.
Okay. So we're going to go to the next item on our list. When we think about let's go back to our handout. And then we're going to come back. So look, this is what we did so far, so that we should just put it in the doc so that we know what can be possible, that this was made with Meta. So, and I'm putting this just so you can know and remember which one we like the best, so that you don't waste your time using ChatGPT and Dolly. I found the same thing with my logo, that, you know, that they were the best. Meta was the best ones that create, and I like the red and teal together. It's just, I might make the beautiful a little bigger, but pretty cool. Okay, who wants to volunteer next for social media graphics using AI. And by the way, I want to answer the questions about how to simplify and automate and stay on brand with your AI using social media. This morning, I was coaching a couple clients. One of them does property inspection, the other one does sewing thing. And what we did is with AI is we did the command that we learned about last month. And we said, you are the best social media marketing guru. Please create a 30-day content calendar, including a compelling headline, a descriptive caption, a call to action that converts to sales using these keywords. Do it for 30 days of the month for my business, right? And then they give it to you. And then you could say, can you make suggestions for graphics? And even if they only write the prompts for you for the graphics and they don't, they will create it in Canva for you if you have the Canva GPT installed. So all you have to do is install the Canva GPT and they'll create the Canva templates. But if they don't, you could just take the graphic prompts, put them in Canva, or I would have an assistant do this for you. And then you'll have 30 days of content and also the graphics. And you can just go ahead and revise it, etc. Okay. So Janie said, what did I do this in? I did that in Meta. So imagine.meta.ai. That's what we did it in. Cool. Okay, who would like to go next for, you can't see, what can't you see? West Memphis. What are you guys not seeing? Oh, you can't see the logo anymore. The logo's in the chat. So if you scroll up, you could see the logo and it can be downloaded. I also put the logo into your Google Doc. So if you have the Google Doc open, it'll be there. See it? You see it now? Ooh. Okay, let's move on just for the sake of time. Here in LA, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So social media graphic. Okay, who would like to volunteer? We're going to do a social media graphic for your business. Raise your hand and or unmute yourself, and we're going to create a social media graphic for you. Who would like to be up next? Don't all volunteer at once. Okay, somebody's hand is up. You can unmute yourself.
This is Deborah. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
We're trying to create an invitation to a fundraising party.
Oh, yeah. I remember from.
We just need something fun, you know, to entice them.
Okay. What is this fundraising party about?
It's for our nonprofit, which you think I'm Miss Main Street. It's really Main Street, West Memphis is the nonprofit.
Okay, cool.
We have our own logo. I really just want to see something fun, and I can always put the logo in it, you know, something that's eye-catching.
Right. So right here is generic ones, and here is more specific ones made with Canva Magic. Do you guys remember when I taught Canva Magic and the distinction? So this one is using the 5 invite to fundraiser event. That's all I said, but I could be more specific here. Is there anything more specific you want me to say?
Well, let's
Should I say
see.
fun?
Well, oh gosh. I think it's mostly we want to invite them to a patrons party for, you know, as a fundraiser to support Main Street, West Memphis.
Right. So in 5 words, anything else you want me to adjust?
Oh gosh. That's why I'm stumped.
Well, I
Um,
think you could, I mean, any of these, I mean, some of these do not look fun.
no, I've
When
gone through
we
this.
go down here, charity fundraising event, like this one you could potentially use, it could be a good picture. This one, I mean, what you want to do with these is add your own photos.
Right.
So these aren't specific like AI, these are more generic, just templates that they have for fundraising charity.
Yeah, I've looked at these.
You know what is another AI graphic design tool that I did not mention to everybody? Bonus that you're getting for being at the lab is Adobe has AI Firefly, right? So let me just try to see what they have here. A fund raising event. You put the fun in fundraising. Now, what I mean, so this is, let me put this. I think we need to be more specific and
Yeah, because it's an
descriptive.
invitation.
Yeah. To be more descriptive, like, is it gonna be a casino night? Is it gonna be a black tie affair? Is it gonna be like, if we give it more information, it'll,
Well, we can call it a garden party
okay.
with champagne and jazz and
Okay, that's good. Okay, and I'll go back to Canva with this champagne. Am I spelling champagne wrong? And jazz. That sounds fun.
P-A-N-G-N-E.
Oh no. No.
Yeah,
This one's kind of cool.
well, I kind of like that one with the trumpet and the glass.
Which one?
Jazz wine over here next to the one in the middle with the white background.
What's
That one.
It has the butterflies. It still thinks we're on butterfly. No, I'm kidding. It says music and wine, colorful background, flat vector illustration. I'm gonna just steal the prompt and go back to
Sure.
go back to. So this is one of the things that you were asking me about efficiency. Because what ChatGPT and a lot of them are doing is they're rewriting what you're saying in a prompt. And then you could take that and use it. So I'm back at ChatGPT, and my ChatGPT, the paid version, has Dolly. And I'm just gonna paste.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Let's see what they
Right.
can do. And we'll also take it to Canva. I'm not using Mid-Journey because Mid-Journey is costly. for me.
Whoa.
No,
I
that's,
think it's way too busy.
yeah, way too busy.
It needs to be simpler.
And I don't like, here's the fun, colorful. We did say colorful. I sing to your success. Okay, but let's go back to Canva. And I mean, we won't use all the words, but we will. This one's kind of cool, right here.
Mm-hmm.
And you could change out the picture with that. This is getting better. Do you guys see that the improvement?
Right.
With adding, anything's better with wine and jazz. Anything's better with
Right.
wine
Yeah.
and jazz.
Really.
Okay, so I don't think
I
it
think
did
it's-
the AI yet, though. Hold on.
That gives me some ideas, more so than
Okay.
what I've been
I
coming
don't
up
think
with.
it didn't do it yet for the AI. This is in beta, by the way. These are just generic 214,000 templates, but then here is this is kind of cool because it's a video. So do
I
you see
like that.
this? So what we've learned from your example is that we need to give descriptive adjectives. That the
Uh-huh.
more descriptive adjectives, because we want to, AI is not a human, it's a computer. So we need to communicate with words, the essence of the energy of the graphic we're designing, right? They're not going to be able, like a human, to kind of guess, because humans will be like, oh, I've been to fundraisers. They have this essence, but AI doesn't know that now, maybe next year, next week. So we need to use adjective descriptors. Do you like this one? Look.
Well, I like it's animated. I do like that.
Yeah, it's vibrant. Are you going to send this as in a newsletter
Well, no, I was just thinking about posting it directly on our site.
on your website?
Uh-huh.
But also definitely you want to, if you have a newsletter, usually an email newsletter is the best way to get people to attend, because these are people that already like your organization. That's why they're subscribed to your newsletter. So I would do that in
You
addition.
do that, can you do that particular one on Facebook? I mean, would it do the same thing?
Well, the thing about, and this is just marketing 101, the thing about Facebook are people that are following you, but people that are subscribed to your email are people that are interested and devoted to your organization. They're more the warm, hot leads. So look at this one.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
think?
fun.
What do
I
you
would
think?
get rid of the bottom picture though and keep the
Yeah.
one on the right.
Any of these pictures you could switch out. So you
Mhm.
could go back to your favorite graphic design, either Adobe, Firefly, or you could go to Meta and swap out the pictures. Say, have a jazz band or have a glass of wine. Does
Yep,
that make
that's
sense?
cool. That is very cool.
I think the key thing for you and for all of us as the AHA, and I'm going to give you the prompt that we wrote, is the quality of our graphics is the quality of the prompts. So
Yes.
that's an aha moment for everyone. So thank you for helping us with that. So, and by the way, what you could do is you could go to ChatGPT and say, this is the idea of what I'm looking for. Can you write a prompt? Just say you want a prompt for Midjourney, because they know how to write prompts for Midjourney. And you could use that same prompt for Midjourney and take 5 words of that and put it in Canva.
Okay.
Because you already have Canva. Do you see that hack? See how we're hacking
Yes.
the system? Yeah. Cool.
Very cool.
Cool,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Okay, so next up, we have, let's see. So we did that social media graphics, we did fun jazz. Now we want to do a blog post. If you recall, they did the blog post for me about 5 tips for public speaking. I teach public speaking classes. Anybody want to volunteer for the blog post? Or are you saving yourself for something else? And by the way, we don't have to go in order because this is for you. If you have a request for something else, I'll just let you guys, using this sheet, raise your hand, and we don't have to go in sequential order. We can just go based on your interest. So who's up next? Raise your hand and we'll do whatever you request. How about that? The world is your oyster. Jeffrey. Okay, you can unmute yourself, Jeffrey. Can you? Or does she not have a microphone? Hold on. Jeffrey, you want to unmute yourself? If you can unmute yourself, then just put it inside of the chat. We just need some way of being able to hear you.
Yeah, he's unmuted. I'm not sure if his mic's not working, but we don't hear you, Jeffrey.
But Javer, you can type in the chat if we can't hear you for whatever reason. Okay, let's go to the next
Check the
person.
volume. Maybe they should check the volume on their computer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Make sure their computer's not on mute.
Okay, and he says, can you create a blog for credit repair company? Okay, so when we say a blog, I mean a blog post, right? A graphic design post. Okay, so let's go back here. So just to remind everybody when it comes to Canva, so when it comes to graphic design for a blog post, usually Canva is your best bet for that. So, and you can actually search blog posts, right? And then when you search blog posts, of course, they have generic templates, but I don't know if you know that they have business, social media, education, video marketing, etc. And then when it says media, it's allowing you to upload your own file to drop in. Did you know that? Somebody was just asking me that today because they're like, well, can I incorporate my own product in the Canva template? And yes, you can. You can just upload it here, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to use Canva Magic to be able to create that for us, okay? So when we go to Magic Studio and we go to Magic Design, we're going to Magic Design. It's a little slow with my Zoom. Catch up to me. Okay, so then what you will see, how do you know that you're using Canva Magic and not just regular Canva? Canva Magic will always ask you, use 5 words to describe your design. Why? Because that is a prompt, okay? So we want a blog post for a credit repair company, okay? Of course, we could be more specific. As you have seen before, the more adjectives and descriptors we use, the better. Oh, these are good. What do you think? Look at how great these are. You could use this one, this one, this one. Look, I love this. 5 credit card tips for beginners. This is perfect for this is good for a flyer and this is good for other things. But if you were going to do a blog, you don't even need to write the blog. This graphic is like the whole blog, right? I wonder if they wrote it for you with the information. Oh, I love it. They wrote the blog for you. You could just insert, change the colors, make it, because remember, one of the questions that we had in the chat was how do you keep up with your brand integrity? So definitely for Javon, we want to make sure that these are his brand colors, and I could bet you it's not lavender. What is a color that a lot of banks use is blue. Chase Bank, US Bank. Why? Because blue is the color of trust, right? So you could revise these colors. Anything that's here, you just select it and then see where its border color is lavender, and you can make it blue, right? It's for the color of trust. And I wouldn't have these million different colors. I would pick a color, whatever color you like. Of course, I like. So your brand kit right here, when you have the paid version of Canva, it saves your colors. The person that was asking me the question about brand integrity. So it keeps me and also my team, because I'm an assistant, it keeps us on track so that we're only going to use the colors in the brand kit. We're not going to stray off our kit. Okay, so look, I made it the brand colors. And usually you only want to have a couple colors on here. So this I probably would make into gray. So it's not too many colors over here. Make it into gray. If you want it into gray, you just want to make sure it's selected like that. And then we could animate this. You want to see how to animate it? So if I select this and I click animate, I can make this like a typewriter. Is that cool? Is that cool? You guys like this? And look, so I can make it like a, and by the way, I think I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention this every time because I'm your social media marketing goddess, SMG, is you want to make sure that when you're posting on social media, you have all your posts animated. Why? Because then it converts it into a video. And when it converts it into a video, it's better. But this is for a blog. So if it's for a blog, it doesn't really make sense to animate it. Because I forgot this was for a blog post. So we can remove the animation for the blog post and just save it as a, because this is for a blog, when we download it, we are not going to do the MP4 video. We're going to do SVG because best for web design. So we're going to put this right on your web and we're going to download it. But it's so good, you almost don't need to change it. You know what I mean? Like you could add your own tips and not use their tips, because I would always add your logo. And even if the tips were good, I would make sure that you did a little bit of your own style, because this is for the public to use and you want it to be a little bit customized. So Javery, I'm going to upload this file for you, but what do you think about that? Let us know in the comments what you thought about that. But what did you guys think about that? That was pretty darn good for credit repair. Canva is killing it when it comes to Canva credit repair. Very great templates. Did you like it? Oh, there's Janie. Janie has, is that the logo that you wanted? Okay, great. Thanks, Janie. Okay, so Janie's up next. Hopefully you like that. Give us feedback in the chat if you liked it. Jerry says he loves it. Janie, so let us, you can unmute yourself. Let us know how we can assist you, what you want to do. You want to create a logo with this? I'm going to unmute you. Put you in the spotlight. You got it?
Yeah. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes.
Okay. So I didn't know that when I did this in Canva,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't know about the, not putting the font in there when you create a logo,
Got it.
which
Got
is just the state of Arkansas with the flower. And I tried to play with that magic eraser and erase part of that flower the other night. But when I did that, it erased the rest of my line of the state. So
Oh.
I couldn't figure out how to do that correctly.
Sometimes Canva, they have a tool that we could potentially use that lets you separate the elements. So where we could drag the flower away from the state. Let's try it. By the
And
way,
then-
that's great. That's a great first draft.
And the reason I put the fonts and stuff in there is that's the name of the company, and then the what I want to do. And I don't think those fonts, I mean, the type, I thought it needed to be maybe in a different font to be readable. I wasn't sure. And I was laughing because how that's kind of crooked, because I could not get it straight. And I thought, well, maybe that gives character to what I'm trying to do. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to switch it out from this one and see what we can do with it. We're going to do some Canva magic. Do you have the regular Canva or do you have the upgraded?
I have the upgraded, but I can't see what you're doing. I only see my face, so I don't know how to get off that. I can't see your Canva screen.
Let's go over there. You see it now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to put it into just a white background. By the way, do you want this gray background or did you want a white background?
It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm just trying to figure it out. And the yellow heart is not critical. Just yellow is important to our family color. And I thought I had the state in red at one point, but just because of the Razorbacks, the Arkansas Razorbacks, that's why I did the Arkansas Crafts and Cuisine in red.
If you want us to actually use the one that's in your Canva to work on, you could click share and then you click anyone with link, and then you can copy that link can edit and then drop that link in the chat. Otherwise, I'm gonna be editing this image.
You can edit that image, it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, so I'm just gonna select this, where it says edit image. And then, see where it says, magic grab?
Yes,
Okay, we're just gonna see if magic grab will let us select objects and kind of deconfigure this. So I'm gonna click grab. This is called magic grab. Magic grab allegedly is allowing you to like delete, like if you just want to delete the flower, do you want to delete the flower without?
no, the other one, the bottom one,
This one.
that one.
Okay, maybe I have to go back. Okay, so. we
So,
were-
so what I learned the other day is my picture, I could not get rid of that, but then when I did the magic erase, I got rid of part of it.
Okay,
But
let's
like
see
I said,
what-
the bottom part of the Arkansas went away too, the line going at the bottom,
Oh no, did I erase the
the flower.
edit image? Okay, so edit image. Magic grab. So magic grab allows you to separate components in something. So I'm gonna click on this bottom flower and click grab
Okay,
and see if then it will allow me to delete it. There you go. Is that what you wanted?
well, yes, that in the stem, but
Okay, let's just do one thing at a time.
yeah,
Okay, is that what you wanted for that?
yes,
So now let's go back, and this is good because we're going back and we're going edit image. And when we go to
Okay.
edit image, we're using magic grab for this.
okay,
Okay, so let's see now if we could grab the flower, we should be able to grab the stem, right? So I'm gonna click, see where it says click and brush? Select
Yes.
objects. I'm gonna select, this is new, they didn't have that before. It's saying no.
but you got rid of the top of the flower too, I don't know if you,
Yeah, I don't know, when that happened. I didn't, no, it's still there. I didn't get rid
Oh.
of the flower. So anyway, edit image, it doesn't let you adjust everything. So for some reason, maybe it's an integral part of this that you might be better off to start over than to try to, because it's not gonna let you get rid of this stem thing.
all right, so
You
figure
could
out how to
probably
do the,
put something over it, but
I can figure out how to do the flower by itself and then cut that out and then put a new one on there. All right. And one of
And
my,
I- and over here, you know how we did magic grab to move
Mhm.
components? This
Uh-huh.
is grab text. So this is allowing you to take certain parts of the text and move it around and grab it and delete it and that kind of thing.
right, that's what I did, and that's how I got that font.
Okay, cool. Cool.
So my question is, I had the other day is, so looking at this, and it might be the Chat GPT and Dolly that you say, okay, what do you think of this logo? Is it meaningful? Is it good? Or do they have other suggestions? Because I think you said Dolly has graphics.
Yes, I mean, we could just go to Dolly right now. You want to?
Sure.
Okay, so let's go on over to, and where is Dolly? Just a reminder for everyone in Chat GPT. So when you have the paid version of Chat GPT, it includes Dolly. You usually have to download it. Let's just try Chat GPT for Omni. Why not while we're here? And say, can you create a logo? And just give me a descriptor.
Well, it's for crafts and cuisine in Arkansas for Arkansans. And I used Chat GPT to get the name of the company.
For crafts and cuisine for Arkansas, for, what was the final thing?
It's going to be like an e-commerce site for crafts and cuisine of
Okay.
Arkansas things for Arkansans. So that's why my logo I did myself. I had the steak with the flower as art. I
Okay.
just put the
So-
heart
so
because I
that-
couldn't think
that's-
what else to do.
That's really Okay, so. Yeah, if you want to do the state with the heart, we could say that, or if you want them just to do a generic logo and just to see what they come up with.
Yeah, we can see if they come up with what I had thought, and this is part of my learning, is if I could load that logo into the system and then have them go, this logo could be
Okay, we
improved
could
by
do
X,
that.
Y, Z.
Yeah.
That's,
No problem. I could do that right now. Hold on.
I was looking at improving the logo,
Okay.
not them creating
Oh,
my
look.
own.
Okay, okay. By the way, if anyone else had, you know, wanted help and support, can you put it in the chat so I know how much time to spend on this? Because if nobody volunteered, then we'll just continue with this, but if somebody did, then you guys just want to observe, it's up to you. Okay, that's a great idea.
So you were able to copy and paste that logo into the
I
page
just
chat.
use the paper clip. See this paper clip right here?
No, where?
It's right on my prompt. There's a paper clip.
I'll find it. Okay.
I don't know how to show it to you. Maybe my Zoom bar is blocking it. Look at
Okay.
the prompt. It has a clean, modern look while incorporating elements that represent both crafts and cuisine. Of course, it's spelled wrong. That's not really that good. What do you think?
It's not really what I'm going for, but
Yeah.
thank you for showing me that you can cut and paste it, and I'll find the paper clip, and I'll do that on my own.
So the paper clip, just so you know where it is, it may not be available if you do not have the paid version. It could be-
right.
It may be, if you don't see it, so right where the search bar where it says message chat GPT for the prompt, there's a paper clip.
Okay.
Right. Also, just depending on your time frame, if you like this, but it's not completely what you like, it may be worth it. I mean, for $25, you could go on Fiverr and give this to them and have them create a rendering. I mean, AI, honestly, for something like a logo, I wouldn't really completely I would use it to help me make a rendering and then take it to a graphic designer, but like an overseas one where you can get it for $25 instead of $150 or $300. I don't know what they charge.
Right. They're expensive here to have somebody design a logo. And I
Right.
needed an idea so people would understand conceptually what I'm trying to do.
So that's, I mean, I think AI is a great place to have the conceptual drafts and then say, I like this, but I want this red. I like this, but I want the flower with it. I like this, but I want the feel to be more warm and inviting.
Okay.
I like the way they wrote the prompt. They said it needs to, you know, friendly, approachable design, blah, blah, blah. And you could revise this prompt for the graphic designer. So if you've spent a lot of time on it already and you're feeling frustrated, then I would consider Fiverr's great for that.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just give you this prompt just in case you want to keep it. Okay, anybody else, as time just always runs away with us. Okay, so here's our handout. Let's see what we've covered and what we haven't covered. We did some logos. We did a blog post. I think the banner art's pretty self-explanatory. The merchandise is pretty self-explanatory. You have a link there. The ebook design to me was the coolest thing ever. Anything else that you need? I wanted to let you know, and I will put it into the chat, that I have a Facebook group with AI tips and resources that you guys can join. I may eventually make one on LinkedIn, but I will give you the link to the group if you want to join the group. It's private. You may have to be my friend to join the group. My Facebook group is just facebook.com/DeborahDares. And the group, I just put like, oh, this is new with AI, or this is a great resource. Or if you have questions and I find an answer and we're not on a webinar, then I put the answer in there. So there we go. Cool. So who's next? in our last remaining 8 minutes. Somebody want to unmute yourself? Anybody? Okay, go ahead, Heather.
Well, I just have a question. So when I'm looking at your handout under ebooks, where you say Chat GPT 4.0 has GPTs with book cover templates, like how do you find that?
Oh, great question. Love that question. Thank you for asking that. Okay, so let's go over so I can show you. Again, GPTs, everything has changed in the last 2 days. So because I don't have the free version, I don't know what you have or don't have. But can you see my screen right now, Heather?
Yes,
Do you have the free version or the paid version?
I have the paid version.
Okay. And somebody who has the free version, please follow along and let me know if you have this or you don't have this. So if you see ChatGPT and then you scroll down, do you see, Heather, where it says Explore GPTs?
Yes.
Okay, so when you click on Explore GPTs, there should be a search GPT windows. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then you would type book cover generator, or ebook cover generator, whatever you want to do, ebook or book cover generator.
Okay. Yeah.
And then when you go to that, press enter. Do you see a list of all different types?
Yes.
Okay. And then so select, and what I would do, usually it's a good idea to select the one with the most interactions, because typically it's kind of like an app. You select the app that has the most users because you think that's the best one. It's not always the case because it could be a brand new GPT that people haven't used yet. So it's kind of like an app. You can try a few and see which ones you like. They're free. You don't have to pay for them. So why not, right? But you could look at the ratings too. This is 3.7. So we're going to click Start Chat, and then it automatically, and then it gives you sample prompts. Describe the story for your cover design. Who is your book's target audience? What's the theme of your book cover? Share the author. I wouldn't do the author. So they're giving you some things. So you want to create a book, Heather?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's create a cover for a travel journal for the state of Hawaii.
I love it. But that was a great question about where the GPTs are. Those of you that have free, tell me if you have access to Explore GPTs. So then it's asking you to provide a few details. Themes and elements. What themes would you like? Would you like beaches, volcanoes, Hawaiian culture, or marine life?
We'll just pick beaches.
And your primary audience, is it families, adventure seekers, or honeymooners?
Families.
And the mood or style, is it vibrant and colorful, calm and serene, or adventurous and bold?
Vibrant and colorful.
So those were great questions. I love that they have those questions. Okay, great. Oh, and then they wrote out the prompt, which is great, Heather, because you could use it for other sites if you wanted to like diversify your options. I'll generate this image for you now. I'm just gonna put this into the chat just so that, Heather, you have it. I'll just put it for everyone.
Thank you.
And then we'll go back and see what they've created for us. Oh, wow. It's kind of cartoony.
Yeah, it's a little too cartoony, but it is vibrant and colorful.
Delighted with the new color. If this collaboration has sparked a sense of joy, you'd like to see some appreciation, buy me coffee. Oh, that's cool. So that's how that creator gets paid. It says, if you need any adjustments or details, let us know. Can you make it more realistic and less cartoony? Let's see if they know what that means. we're learning together how to talk to AI, what they understand and what they don't understand. And different models have different capabilities. By the way, is anybody concerned about OpenAI training on your information? If you are, in the settings, you can turn that feature off. I could show you really quick before we end. It's still cartoony. That just may be their design style.
Right.
That's cartoony. So this was the second version. I don't find it any less cartoony, do you?
No. Mm-mm.
So that's just there. But
But
that-
how is that different than, like, if I just type that into the regular Chat GPT, like design a travel journal
Let's see.
cover? I mean,
Let's
but
see.
how is that specific GPT adding value to, rather than just typing it in?
Well,
That's the part I
because-
don't
because-
understand.
Because they asked you 3 specific prompts to get you to get the prompt. I mean, we could repost this. It's not the wonderful thing about AI, it's not this or that, it's and.
Yeah.
Because look, now we can take what we wrote, because they helped us, maybe we wouldn't know to be descriptive, to say whether we wanted family or this. We wouldn't know
Right.
to say whether we wanted beach or this. So really, they were helping us with writing the prompts.
But the
So-
back end of it's the same. It's not controlling any of the output. You know, that output's still, Dolly or whatever's back there doing all this, right?
I'm not quite sure, because when they created the GPT, maybe they,
Like maybe had a style embedded in it or something.
right, like their specific style. But let's see, because I just did a generic one, just
Yeah.
into Chat GPT with the same prompt, just to see. No, it's the same, you're right. Maybe it's because we use the word vibrant. Let's take out the word vibrant. Let's just say a realistic. We're gonna have to wrap up. I hate to say it, because we're having so much fun. We could do this all day. True to life. You're like, no, we can't. We gotta go. Hawaiian beach scene. Okay. Check it
And
out.
if somebody else has a question, I want someone else to, please chime
We
in
we
and,
only have 1 more minute, so
Okay.
I think you were our last.
I think we've got the schedule to 3:30.
Oh, we do. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so we got about 15 minutes.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's just see. I put realistic, true to life. I'm like, nope. So that's just the style. Do you see where it says select? Like you could actually like have them remove, like I want to remove this boy. You could select an area to edit, like, oh, I want, a different pale, that kind of thing. But yeah, I really love the book cover that it made for me. But
well, it's interesting because I like to create a travel journal that's, going somewhere I'm going. And so it's interesting to see the difference in what here's what I typed in when I tried this for the first time. Let me get into the chat. This is what I typed in. And it just is really different than what you got.
create a graphic with no words for the cover of a travel journal for a trip to Hawaii. No words. Okay, create a graphic. And what did you get?
Okay, let me try to figure out how to upload it to you. Will it let me paste it if I just copy and
Yeah, it should, you could just be able to upload.
see?
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I love
Yeah,
it.
it gave me a lot of really pretty And then I think I said, can you make it a little more abstract?
Mhm.
And it gave me this,
Let me
which is
see.
really different, but cool.
Let me see. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
But then I did it in Canva and got this, which is what I ended up liking the best. I tried it several times in Canva. It was just, just get so, it's just so different.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. That's really gorgeous. That to me, that's a winner.
Yeah, I liked it. And so that's the one I'm gonna
That's
use.
that is really, really gorgeous. I love it. Yeah.
Anyway, I've had good success in Canva Magic, creating things like that. Like the style of what it creates is less modern, maybe. I don't know. It's more of a drawing style, or I don't even know how to describe it, but I tend to, I've liked what they've created
Right.
in Canva. So anyway, but I plugged it in while we were talking. I plugged it in, or while you were talking about Imagine, I plugged in the same thing. Well, I think I just plugged in, I would like some graphics to use on a travel journal.
I was
And
just gonna do that. Yeah.
I got that.
Oh, that's
It
beautiful.
was pretty.
I love it. I love it.
Anyway,
Really, really awesome. So here's the lesson for this. And I love that Heather's bringing this up, is what I do, and this is like really a personal preference, is you want to, my dog's dog walker is here.
different. Okay, here she is.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, I think the moral of the story is because everyone has a personal preference and we want to make sure that we're aligned with our personal brand, is it's not either or. It's not to say, oh, I'm going to use Canva for everything, or I'm going to use Imagine for everything, or I'm going to use Dolly for everything, especially because most of these apps are now becoming free or very, very low cost, like $20 per month, that we can choose the one that works best for our brand and best for our business. So it's definitely not an either or. It's like, what do you prefer? So, and to be honest with you, some days I'm like, oh, Dolly is perfect. And then I'll go to Imagine and it's wonderful. And to be honest with you, I have not used Canva for, prompt design. And now that you're showing me this, I will. You know what I mean? I was using it more for the templates. So there you go.
And like I have a personal travel blog. That's just a hobby. And I needed an image to go with a post that I didn't have. It was a image for pizza in Times Square. And I mean, I didn't really have, my images that I had taken were just not very good. I didn't have anything to use as like a cover image. So hang on, I'll show you what it came up with.
All right. And so, by the way, for everyone with the document, so we have done everything except for, we did ebook, except for banner art. That's pretty self-explanatory. So I just want to share with you where that is on Canva while you're bringing that up. Okay, so. So when you go here to, because Heather brings up a good point about using Canva for this type of thing. So like say you have a fundraiser event, right? And you want to make by the way, if you have a fundraiser or any event, you want to make your Facebook, your LinkedIn cover advertise for that event. It needs to be everywhere, not just your website. It needs to be on social media and email. And so you can search, oh, it's saying issue on our end, try again. So see where we're right here? Now I could say Facebook cover for fundraiser. Definitely not the kitten. So look here. And you can, if there's any one of these that you like, you can customize this. And what you could do is you could switch this out, the image, and say, see where it says 5 words to describe? You could say wine, no, champagne and jazz, right? It's coming up right now, the templates. And you can pick one. This is more of a jazz festival. And you could use that. Or if you like this one, you could just change the Happy New Year to join us. Ooh. Okay. Anybody else? I want to make sure everybody gets a chance because that's what this was for all of you. So don't be shy. There's no right or wrong questions. These are gorgeous, Heather. Do you ever use Kittl? No. Drop the website in the chat just so everyone can see it.
Okay, I've tried to use it a couple times. I'm not real familiar with it. So I was just wondering if you had any feedback on it, but yeah, give me just a second and I'll drop it in.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No, I think my hands are full right now with Canva and Imagine, and we're still doing a little bit with Midjourney. But if it works for you, that's the thing. AI apps, there's going to be new tools coming out each and every day. And they are, going to be improving every day. If you notice, Canva says it's beta, and it's letting you rate them. And so is Dolly. By the way, those of you, can somebody answer the question? Those of you with free chat GPT, do you have access to Dolly and do you have access to GPTs? You can say yes or no in the chat. I'm pretty sure you don't have access to Dolly because my client this morning did not with the free version. But I'm just curious if you have access to the GPTs. Since this is all new. Oh, Kitty. Oh, it's .com. Cool. The free version of ChatGPT can see the GPTs available, but cannot use them without That's such a tease. Oh, that's what they do. Oh, so they're using that to get you to upgrade. I think one of the benefits of the GPTs is not only using them, but creating them and making some side passive revenue. Did you see that person with, right? Did you see that person with 2 million? Whoa. I'm just curious. We got to do the research to find out what their payment is for that. Because I'll be like, I'll create a GPT. You know what I would want to create a GPT for? Of how to develop a presentation. A GPT for creating a presentation in like 5 steps, and I'll program it. Boom, you have your great presentation. The free version of GPT. Thanks so much, Brianna. Okay, anything else? Heather, did you want to show us your blog?
I'll show you the pizza oh, it went, I guess I closed it. I was gonna show you the pizza, article where I didn't have a good image. And so I used, Canva to, create the image.
Oh, for your travel blog you wrote about.
Yeah,
Best
yeah.
pizza in town. Oh my God, that make me hungry. I gotta subscribe to your blog. Do I subscribe? Oh, I follow it. Okay,
Follow,
I can put my
okay.
email. Oh, I love it. And you could use the link to create merch for your blog.
So I think I
Or sub-
typed in something like, I need a photo of pizza in Times Square.
see.
For the cover image, because it, you know, I didn't have anything, like all my images were kind of crummy. And so there wasn't anything that I wanted to use as the,
That looks great. That looks,
so, cause I mean, it was just like quick photos. And so,
oh,
I
yeah,
was, I was
cool.
happy.
Yeah, that is good, Heather. Oh, it says add, remove, details, follow, trips, tips, and teas. Are you selling merchandise?
No.
Okay, do you want to sell merchandise?
I tried that a long time ago and it wasn't worth the trouble.
Oh, really?
What seems to work better now is like I created like travel journals for myself, like just because I'm just, you know, so and then posted it on Amazon. And so I have some ads. And but I make more money off ads than I do anything else. But I'm kind of a lousy blogger because I don't post enough. Because, you know, I have this whole job thing, you know, where you have to. So the blog gets neglected.
But I
But
just want to give one tip, and this is for you and for everyone. I put it into your handout. So one of the things that can make you maybe blog more is there is an integration with ChatGPT where you can add a microphone. So I added a microphone and you could speak your blog in, like you could just speak the blog into ChatGPT and you could just say, can you transcribe this for me? Then you copy and paste it into a doc, edited it, but it'll be so much faster because you've already spoke it out. You could say, you know, transcribe this, or you could just, you don't even say transcribe this. You could say, you know, this is my vlog, you know, my experience here. Can you rewrite this into a
Yeah.
compelling 350-word blog in the voice of Heather?
right.
Give them
Right.
a writing sample and then they'll write the blog for you.
Yeah.
Heather.
Yeah.
And by the way, for everyone else, the merch, I'm the same with Heather that I used to think, oh, it's not worth it, you know, for
Mhm.
people. But now, because print on demand and with AI creating, it may be an easier flow. Okay. So did I answer everybody's questions? I want to make sure that people that, you know, you attended here, that you got your time's worth. Any other final questions before we wrap up? Oh, Heather was asking about hex codes. Canva has hex codes.
Yeah. But I think I can't remember why I was asking if I think in Imagine if you could put in a hex code.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see anywhere
Okay.
you could put a hex code. Too bad. But by the way, all of these AI programs are in beta mode. So things that we want, you know, if we have the ability to give feedback, they're going to be improving. It's going to be better and better and better and better.
One thing I did do though in ChatGPT is I put in, like, I have 2 primary hex codes for the blog, or 3, a blue, a green, and a gray color. And I said, can I have a complementary brighter color to go with that for other things? And it gave me this nice yellow color and I put in the hex codes in ChatGPT, and it gave me a nice yellow color that I thought went really well. So that was a fun way to use it.
Awesome. 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 Well, in summary, we learned a lot today about how to use our graphic design programs with AI. One of the things we learned is there's no one size fits all when it comes to AI graphics, and it's not an or program. We're on an and program. We can use Canva with DALL-E, we can use Imagine, we can use Canva, and we can use, thanks to you, Kittl, right? So Kittle is the one that was mentioned, kittle.com. We also talked about bonus Adobe Firefly, which if you already have stock photos with Adobe, you can access Firefly. We also discovered that the better our prompts and the more descriptive, the easier it is. We also discovered that ChatGPT is free now with the 4.0, but if we want the GPTs and some of the faster perks, there is an upgrade option. I would definitely stay free if you could. We also discovered that, you know, we can use Magic Grab to be able to grab different items in our design. I have all of the cool updates on ChatGPT, the new version here on your handout. You can click on the article. There's also an article on 15 other ways to use graphic design AI. I also put an invite to my Facebook group and how to install the microphone on your ChatGPT. I find a fast and easy way to create posts is just to talk it in and then say, you know, make this into a LinkedIn post. I do it while I'm out and about, you know, waiting online at the grocery store. You just tell them what you want and you're in. So I just want to thank you so much for your time and attention. I'm going to turn it back over to Meredith for any other announcements.